I went to college in Garden Community College, did the whole fire science program there. I wanted to pursue a fire degree, be a firefighter. The University of Oklahoma City, OSU, they had the best fire program, but I couldn't really afford to go there. So I ultimately decided to go to Garden City Community College and go through their fire program. The brotherhood there was really essential for my growth. I just wanted to be part of a team because I couldn't do it all by myself. You know, really wasn't my thing. I mean, I graduated, but I just feel like it wasn't my lane. I didn't really fit into the cubicle vibe. I didn't like office work. My mom would cut my hair growing up. Never really had a true barber until I was in college. And when I saw the camaraderie and the brotherhood in the barbershop, I just felt like I kind of belonged already. And I moved to Wichita to pursue my barbering career. Shout out to Old Town Barber College, OTBC. That's where I got my degree in barbering. Barbering, in a sense, was gonna be that outlet for me, but I knew that I had an artistic ability. I talked about going to barber school, but I never really wanted to go through the process. I already had a degree. I was like, here's just another thing to do. Where I bought my first pair of clippers, I got them from Walmart. You know, those Walmart clippers that are janky. Obviously they had a cord. I got them from Walmart and I did a 4 on top, 2 on the side. And that haircut alone was like, okay, I can amplify and make this way better than what he was asking for. I think right away, I knew it wasn't the best, but I knew I could clean it up in the sense he was gonna be looking good. I want to exceed my expectations, and being a perfectionist isn't the best trait to have in barbering. I was comparing myself to my peers in a sense of they were just way better than me and I just couldn't figure it out. I hit a wall in barber school where I just didn't cut it. I felt like I was about to graduate. I wanted to give up. I went and tried to contemplate about maybe another career. I wasn't really taking it too serious back in the day until I met a barber by the name of Isaac Esquivel that really kind of put in perspective where I can achieve this goal, and the goal being a barber. Asking for help, asking those mentors, asking my instructors, before I graduate, I need to know what else can you provide for me? What else can I learn before I leave this place? The growth starts the moment you get out into the real world and start working with your peers and start getting those clients. And you can mess up in school, but now it's real life and you're in the shop, you can't mess up. And so coming back here to Hayes was really essential for my career just as a startup because Hayes is so untapped. We all worked at a shop called Park Avenue Salon by campus and here in Hayes. And it was just that time for us to kind of just move on. And then I asked them hey, I'm starting this shop. Are you guys willing to come on? And Manny's my ride or die, so that dude was gonna come with me.
I'm from Bluebird, Kansas, and my mom works at Sally's Beauty Supply. And I just saw all the fun things, fun covers, fun clippers in there. And I was like, I kind of want to do this. And she's like, all right. And she helped me out a lot, but nothing to compare what Leo could do. I mean, he opened my eyes to the bigger and better world. But when I first walked into Park Avenue, I saw Leo. I was really confused because I didn't know he was the main owner or he was someone working there because he was the only one there. I really didn't get introduced to the other people there until I got there. But come to find out, it was just him and I for the next 2 years by ourselves, cutting hair every day. Leo and I worked at Park Avenue Salon for about 1.5 to 2 years, closer to 2. But one day he came in saying, hey man, I might open my own shop.
I always told myself I was gonna give myself 5 years to build a solid clientele and open up my shop. But then one of the biggest obstacles for me in that process was COVID. But it was also a blessing as well. It gave me that much extra time to figure out where I wanted to essentially put my barber shop at. Location obviously always matters in a barber shop, but in the community of Hayes, you can pretty much get anywhere in 10 minutes. And all of our clientele is really college-based, and Obviously the locals love us too, but like I needed that. I needed to be in a setting like that so I can learn to be a better leader myself.
He had a vision, and literally anything Leo says, I'm okay with. He never let me down. His vision and my vision are always on point. We're always on the same page. When Leo showed me the outlook, I loved it from the rip. I knew that whatever he came up with, I was gonna come up with eventually. But his vision was solid. I knew it was gonna be something spectacular, something that's gonna be in this town for years to come. I've seen a lot of barbershops not knowing what the potential is. And sometimes when you open a shop, you have to be on the same page, because if you have other people with other visions, they're gonna not wanna mess with your vision. So us as a whole team, we have the same drive, we have the same competition with each other, and that's the fun part about it.
The dream was always just to be successful in a way where you make your parents proud, right? I went through my trials and tribulations when it comes to focusing on a major or focusing on a career path or career choice. I was 25 when I was like, man, I gotta do something different. And I just went towards barbering because it made me happy. I thought I was going down the right way, but when it came down to opening up my own barbershop, that was not necessarily like the dream, but it turned out to be a blessing. And when we found the Fade Factory location, it just made sense. When I walked in and kind of looked around and scoped out the building, it just screamed Fade Factory. For me, the word fade, when I used fade, hey, do you want a fade? No one knew what a fade was. And now I have it written on the walls, you know what I'm saying? People now know what a fade is now, because I think we started almost like a movement of barbers, a movement of fades in a sense, of trying different things as far as it's not just your typical high and tights. We're doing all sorts of different creative fades now. It all started with that vision, and the Fade Factory is just a big tent of creativity. On the business side of this, it's not easy, right? As far as being a first-time business owner, being a minority owner, and then just being in this community of who we're surrounded by. They didn't really want to see you succeed. The creativity in the shop that it gives you when you walk in, it's insane. You just got to be here to really experience it. Just come in and hang out, watch the game, have a beer with us. You'll feel like a friend the moment you leave this place. Having that home community vibe in this town is so essential for me, and that's why I think the barbershop's here to stay for a while, because we're cementing ourselves to be here for a long time. And it starts with the community, it starts with you guys sitting in our chair, and we just are providing a service for you guys, but also you guys give us such a great feeling too, that rewarding feeling when we get done with the cut, that it works but hand in hand. So, and that's why we're here.